Well, let's claim our rewards. Here's the little guy. Right then, let's go speak to Dia.
Don't blink! Hey! There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands. Wait a second. How did you know I got a new greatsword to...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
Suddenly became proficient with your greatsword because it's Genshin's birthday. No, I'm joking.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Oh, I remember what it is.
Surprise!
Not one of those, Lynette.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is
There you
it
go.
really impossible? What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back this way. But at least we've reached some other. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of it strange? Paimon feels like Huh?
Let's leave.
The city? You're right. It's really. Paimon can't believe it. Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, come on. I was joking. I didn't realize they actually thought of that.
Nahida, we're back! You're back early today. Did you find something new? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. Leaving the city. As far as I remember... We did? But we don't remember anything. Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably... But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it. It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. Really? That's kind of strange. In theory... Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
No comment.
Memories are back! About that... Well, where should Paimon be? Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back.
Bro.
There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Wait, that's Dendro. Dendro
Traveler,
later.
you should be missing 2 days
I'm on
worth
Animo
of
later.
memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
Oh. Ka-ching. Ka-ching memory. Wait, hold on. There.
Why can't we leave the city?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormo.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for... Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't...
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But what if things get really weird out there and... Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been... Okay. Paimon will wait for you.
This is the part where Paimon actually gets really
that you come
upset.
back as soon as possible. Just... And please, be careful. Memories! Traveler!
Howdy, Paimon.
Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon the— Paimon, calm down. He's here now. Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Sorry, Paimon. I won't leave ya.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't act— Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened?
Alright. Good thing we have a Paimon.
Using two— After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
Alright,
What's your
sorry.
perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But don't look at me like that.
Poor
I'm not
Nahida.
used to being stared at. Well, okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyar's out for me. Yep, now we're talking.
Hi, Dinizard. Aww. Dang, the day's gonna reset, isn't it?
I'm done. Here you go. What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal? You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about— Okay, see you tomorrow. That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes, although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still— Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Alright.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Leaway Sub-Zerus. I want Leaway Sub-Zerus.
I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left us, but everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. There's another part here. We only received it
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Dreams.
Why did the message— Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment. Oh, right. Paimon did hear the message. It should have come from the— After the beep, Traveler said, even the final space is also— Traveler, What do you think that final space could have been?
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the Was that space actually the real world? All the bizarre spaces That doesn't sound right.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears! And we're taken to the next day! Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them! Paimon's head is spinning! Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seas. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret. Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
More like 2 analogies. Wait, what did I say? A secret, huh?
Hey! Where are you going?
Oh yeah, familiar bench. I know the one.
Speed of light! Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you
No, we
figured it
should
out
have
yet,
went with
Traveler? Time awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet.
Alright, Lynette, let's go. Wait, is the guy still there? Ah, he is. Huh. I'm not doing a very good job, man.
Step on up!
Hi, Nahida.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you to... Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the... Okay. First off, have you discovered...
The hidden truth. Let's see.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. People in Sumeru don't dream.
Oops. Wait, what?
The moon illusions. That doesn't sound right. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence. Those spaces remind...
There.
We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru
Yeah.
think they don't dream. But the truth is, the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they said, so people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
What was that about?
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. And it grants knowledge to the people.
That doesn't sound... That doesn't sound right.
That one.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real story is that the sages from the academia are using—
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The samsara.
My mind feels exhausted. We've already experienced the The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth." That doesn't sound right.
No, no one.
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new
Associate with the mental fatigue? No. Oh.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is—
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question.
You are the goddess of wisdom. But
Now that I think about it, wasn't They say that alchemical divination is the—
So you noticed.
You are
I thought
Vassalo
that one would be the
Kisnali.
hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. Wait, now that you mention it,
Don't be
Nahida,
mean.
It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions.
It would
You
have
asked me
blown
this
your
question
mind.
before. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, "Don't wake a sleepwalker"? Likewise, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story.
How do sages manage to
Firstly,
keep people from
this dream we're
noticing?
in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from— That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see—
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro elements. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from—
So dear. That explains dear.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with. Like Junior.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing!
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow. Now that's strange.
The funny thing is, I'm doing this on Genshin's birthday, which is Ayaka's birthday, and now I made it Nahida's birthday.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. Traveler, do you have any...
Oh, here we go again.
The Grand Sage said,
There we go.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety? After we end the Sub-Zerus Festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back?
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon?
No.
Oh, we're out of time today!
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
We have to find the dreamer. Nilu. Hi, Nahida.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Pipe... Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
It was so
Paimon
close.
can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunya?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real
I've had my
Dunyarzad's
experience with
consciousness could no
puppets.
longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zerus Festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
Exactly.
I'm not
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the Samsara as soon as possible.
Great,
Yep.
but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zerus Festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it. Huh? Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness, which means, with the power of imagination...
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal.
Oh, hiya.
Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
Oh.
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did find them, how are we after all, like you said?
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. As for me, during this time...
Out of town? Are you going to that place?
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Oh, Paimon's still a little up. She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. Yeah, saving Dunyarzad, but we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easy.
Learn the planet then.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the wholesome Zerus. Let's go ask him some questions.
Let's go. And we got level 4 kitchen.
Over here! Don't blink! Hey!
There he is. Get him. Get the dreamer.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine. Just,
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though.
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new...
Less questions!
Okay. My wish. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but...
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she just doesn't seem like herself. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because...
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers. Okay, yeah, that was a bit... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh! You...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but... Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them have...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This...
Oh yeah, let's go.
But Dia
Let's
can
battle.
handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Let's battle finally, baby. Wait. Weird.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you.
Leave.
You... Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Right? Anyway, watch yourself.
Ta-da.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
Let's death.
And Shroud, I hear everything.
Speed of light.
Coward.
You call me a coward.
Over here. Don't blink. Hey!
Can't see? Wind blade.
Incoming.
Let's nick that in the butt.
Just ignore that.
Step on up.
And Shroud.
Thanks, Tainari.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, she said it was because she had forgotten something? Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's... Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Stalkerlicious.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing. Should we open it?
And
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all, even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't... Hey! Where are you off to now?
beat up more people. Come on, Tainari.
Surprise! Speed of light. It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
Yep.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here. And the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, what? Where are we going this time?
To watch.
Over here!
Let's get rid of these dummies.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have...
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the...
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers. But she ultimately could never truly...
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the Goddess of Flowers passed away?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are Hey!
They're gone.
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padi. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it. But if we want to end the samsara, we need... How should we make Nilu?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't...
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City.
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "My parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for 4..." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage, his wife lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for..." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since...
Yes.
But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a real...
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too.
So let's dance.
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
Finally.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Well, the dream's nearly over. Thank blimmin' God.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot? Incoming. Hey!
Let's go. She's awake.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh.
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, a Traveler Paimon. I have something, I just had a dream. And I saw Neil...
Catherine.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was and Dunyarzad.
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
Inside.
What's going on? Why are you two so...
It's actually been months.
Oh? Strange. Was I really asleep that...
Well, We get a free wish. Let's go.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
No problem.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
Truly a miracle.
Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red...
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. Here's a message. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret.
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their
Okay, so what?
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous... Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul... But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like the traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Teyvat's. You mean how the Akasha stops you? Yeah, it's been such a long...
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared.
Misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumer, even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. I wonder what caused them to go down this path. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero, I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Yep.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be accurate. I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
That's not true.
Hold on. Did we just learn some What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in this?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukhadev, at that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent, and I'm still really far away from being able to call my...
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha,
go and get some sleep.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker.
I see. Huh. I should visit
Oh my gosh, she was right.
personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
We spent quite some time in Sumeru City. Ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
No, I just wanted to claim.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any
commissions, huh? Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia...
wait, say what?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. It appears... In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interest...
Paimon's gotta ask.
It's Nahida.
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't...
So it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes.
From when she said, Ad Astra Abyssosque?
So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy...
No! We aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad?
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, but for the moment, our top focus should still...
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival?
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sage's activities.
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
What? Paimon, no breaking the fourth wall. Well, since you're going to be like that, Paimon. That's 5. Okay. But in the meantime, I know it's going to take more than a day. So let's just... Yeah, makes sense. What do you need, game?
Hello.
Whoops. Fontaine? No. Okay, let's do monster.
Add Astra.
Oh, okay then.
Thank you for Add Astra Abbott.
37. Done. Let's see what dialogue we got. Okay, Aramite.
The Aramites are a real motley crew.
There's certainly a diverse range of characters.
Yeah, that could explain it. Oh, Paimon can play lots of different characters too. Judgy Paimon, knowledgeable Paimon, helpful Paimon.
And of course, the classic. Completely misses the point, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon. Bit more than a walk game.
Hello.
Oh. Oh, this one's out. Oh, it's all the way in the middle of Fontaine. So I'll do it on my main account for when I do that stream after. But for now, we're going to take a little break and do police quest for the remainder of the stream.
Shame I only get to listen in from the other side of the window and don't get to join in the debate. I'd love to give my 2 cents.
Say what? What's up? What's up?
Recently, all the customers at the tavern have been debating the exact same topic. Who is the
strongest Must be someone who can floor a whole gang of hilly churls with just one punch. Then Paimon nominates you. But anyway, is there like a...
Expecting people to come to a swift and straightforward consensus in the City of Freedom is like everyone's got their own opinion, backed up by a unique set of cherry-picked information. Mainstream opinion is polarized, with most people supporting one of 2 candidates. One is the Dandelion Knight. The other is the Dark Knight Hero.
Anyone vote for me?
Oh, Paimon votes for you. But let's go into the tavern and talk to the patrons.
Oh, I do envy your life of leisure. But don't mind me, of course. I guess I'll just get back to work.
It's alright, man. Plea time.
Hi! The strongest fighter? That would be Jean, obviously. Why? And she could wipe out the 3 hilly churl tribes at Dada Upa Gorge all by herself. Otherwise, we wouldn't have such a...
It's true that Jean makes people feel they're in sick. Meanwhile, this guy is drunk as a skunk.
No, that was a funny line. Ew.
Hey, amigo.
Jose?
Do you want to hear my latest composition? I put my... Huh? The most macho in Mondstadt. She's a little girlie who wears red. That's right. I found this out one day about half a month ago when I went up to... Guess what happened?
What happened?
I witnessed the most powerful destructive force. I'm telling you, it completely changed the whole...
Holy moly!
I was hiding behind a bush and I saw this little girlie in red clothing running into the distance, leaving a trail of But I don't know...
Now that you mention it, the idea of a tiny little girl wielding that much destructive power?
You want to know what I think? I think she has a maybe even the most powerful treasure.
Did you say treasure? Did Paimon imagine that, or did you hear it too?
It's just a guess. I mean... No, thank you, amigo. I am so happy to meet a true amigo.
So, this girl...
Hey, I'm telling the truth.
But thanks for your
Alright, last one. Jack.
Hey, I'm doing some adventurers training. Alcohol tolerance training, to be precise. You want to know who I think that, in my opinion, that would be the finest adventure? Guildmaster Cyrus.
What, Thirsty? Do you think you'd be scared if you were faced with one of those?
I'll be so pulp. Ciao.
What'll it be today? The strongest fighter? I don't...
Huh. Paimon thought bartenders had some kind of special... Exactly! That...
But if you made me pick someone, it would be... I've heard some stories about him. Apparently...
There it is! The barman's top secret intelligence. Speaking of the Abyss Order, their minions are really stirring up trouble all over the... Patton was right about one thing. If everyone's got their own opinion, and how are we ever gonna find Eureka? Paimon's got... Let's go see what Jean says. Bet the Knights have got an official ranking table for this kind of thing. Guess it depends. Don't worry, though. Paimon has full confidence in your...
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, babies. We're gonna see if we're on the list. I am so sorry if you can hear that. Jean.
Oh, Master Jean! Sorry to bother you. Do you have, one of those...
Strongest fighter in Mondstadt? Huh. I am sorry, but I cannot help.
Oh, well that sucks. Paimon was hoping he would at least...
Well, although I do not have the data to make such an assessment, I will say that my faith in... Which reminds me, recently one of the Abyss Order's mages has been active near the city. If you are staying around Mondstadt, given your, well, high-ranking fighting strength, I trust you will be able to help keep the area safe.
Awesome! After he beats the Abyss Order, he'll climb up that ranking table faster than he climbs up a... Well, either way, smashing the Abyss Order to bits is the right thing to do.
I like your enthusiasm. It is infectious, but be careful out there.
Jean's voice actor was definitely sick during that recording session. I can tell.
We must investigate further to please be on your guard.
Oh, poor Clee.
Are you alright?
Hi, Clee.
I'm fine. I'm not hurt. Sorry for bumping into you.
Hey, look!
Explosion inside city wall, grounded by thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. Mondstadt can be bombed. Clee be doomed.
There's some writing on here. Explosion inside city wall, grounded be...
Yikes! Mr. Kaya wrote these down for me. They're, survival rules.
Survival rules?
Yeah. Rule otherwise, something terrible will happen. Yep. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Clee.
Hello, Clee.
I've heard all about you guys. You're the honorary knight who helps Mondstadt.
Wow! More recognition, yay! Paimon is so happy right now.
I heard it from Amber. But wait, no. There's no time. I'm dealing with a big emergency. I grabbed the treasure I buried in the Whispering Woods. It's...
Did you say buried treasure? And she has treasure. Seriously? Clay gets Six-Finger Jose's vote for strongest fighter in Mondstadt? What is wrong with people? Lost treasure is a big...
Yay! Thanks, you guys. Here's where the map says the treasure should be. I also put a wooden sign in the ground at the place where I buried it.
Paimon is starting to understand how this treasure went missing so easily.
Come on, Mr. Honorary Knight.
Let's go.
Don't blink! La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. Your treasure's gone, but you seem oddly happy. Oh, well, Fraser and Albedo seem really busy recently. So Klee must not disturb them. But now Klee has new friends. I never thought I'd have a new big brother to help me. I'm so happy.
There it is. Oh, hi. We're doing Klee's story quest.
We're here. This is the place. Look, this is where my huge treasure was buried. And where there's now a huge empty hole in the ground. It's an abyss mage. Hey, maybe he's the one Jean was warning us. What's that? My treasure. What?
I see the little girl has brought her friends with her.
Hey, you! If you think...
After him.
What's an abyss mage? I play in the forest all the time, but I've never seen one before. He looks so cute, Sop. Game's up! Now hand it over!
Oh, you fools think I would give this...
Can't see?
Don't blink!
And Shroud!
Speed of light! Hey! Surprise! Incoming! Careful, Klee! Don't be drawn in by it! Abyss mages are the bad guys! Oh, that's right. Grandmaster Jean says that stealing is wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Freeze!
That girl's lucky.
I hear everything. Can't see?
But if we could just get him to give it back. Where'd he go? The Abyss Mage. He just disappeared. What's going on? Don't blink.
Oh. Hold on. Alright, let's make a wish. Make it good. No. Let's make another one. Let's go. Nope. Oh yeah.
At the ready.
Alright, there's... Oh, never mind.
A
Wait, what?
Snuck inside. Klee, do you need a... Why don't you wait here while we get your...
No! I'm coming with you. It's my treasure that Mr. Fluffball stole, and it's up to me to get it back.
Mr. Fluffball.
Don't worry. Klee is a big girl. Come on, Mr. Honorary Knight. Let's go.
How about
There's still
now?
a long road ahead.
Dang, who knew a Klee domain would be so difficult?
I'll bring my seasonings.
Never mind, I guess we just needed to get rid of Lynette. Oh well.
You're toast! Jumpy Dumpty Toe! Boo! Boo!
One with the forest.
Incoming!
Never mind, wrong way.
Speed of light!
Let's nip that in the bud.
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide. Blow them all up! Boing, boing, boom! Jumpy Dumpty Toe!
Alright, let's go.
La la la! Ah. Hi-ya! Woo! Ah. Woo! Ah.
He's so full of life.
Ah. Yeah. I'm the fried kid. Hey!
Give me Klee. There.
La la la! Blazing delight! Yeah, eat this! Bubba, get them!
Can't see? I'll uproot you!
Da da da! Boing boing boom! Hi-ya!
Let's nip that in the bud.
Blow them all up! Hi-ya! La la la!
You followed me. But this is as far.
Oh, yeah? What?
Oh, the human proclivity to gossip has provided. We learned that your little red friend had in her possession the most powerful The treasure is now in my... Now your precious treasure shall be your undoing.
No, no! Wait! Don't touch it!
Oh, how you fret now your predicament is finally clear to you. Now, what have we here? A flame sim...
No! I broke the survival rules. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. This is it. This time.
You could have said something, Paimon.
Wait. So...
Ah, you can't replay it.
No!
That was epic.
No wonder Klee was rumored. Paimon, for one, is never picking a fight with her, ever. Hold on. Why has she gone and run off? Seems like it. Well then, let's head to the Knights...
Do not report to Jean. Wait, hold on. Perfect. Okay, let's go.
Klee? You're here too?
I turned myself in.
Huh?
I broke the rules.
Klee, I need you to answer me. You said someone was injured. Why is that?
But Mr. Fluffball was only a thief. He didn't deserve to blow up.
Well, Mr. Fluffball probably would have tried to hurt us.
Hey, come on now. And actually, they're the worst kind of bad guys you can imagine.
Mr. Fluffball was a bad guy? What? I don't get it.
This was an oversight on my part. I did not tell you these things before because you are still young. In fact, the Abyss Order is a hostile force in Mondstadt, which has been unusually active lately.
Aha! That's it! Paimon understands now. They were tracking down poor Klee because they heard rumors. Just like the way Paimon's first reaction was to try and get her hands on... no.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Try and get the facts on the treasure.
So, does that mean?
In light of your contribution on this matter, I will allow you to take part in the next Ludi Harpastum.
Ludi Harpastum? Whoa! Mr. Honorary Knight, you've gotta come too!
Whoop-de-doo! It's a happy ending!
Except...
Except what?
Klee, where did you hide the treasure to begin with? Were you trying to blow up the fish in Starfell Lake again?
Right.
I wasn't!
She's giving us that look that means play along.
Klee?
I'll see myself to solitary confinement.
Paimon bets Klee must get bored in there all by herself.
Klee is no ordinary child. In fact, she holds the title of Spark Knight within our ranks.
No way! Even Klee gets to be a Knight of Favonius?
Sounds more impressive than an
Paimon thinks,
ordinary.
although, the name kinda makes sense.
Yes, she causes her fair share of trouble for the Knights of Favonius. As for her back... in short, you'll understand her more as time goes by. Please keep an eye on her in the future.
Well, glad to see we aren't being shoved in solitary confinement.
Guess who?
That's Paimon's voice I hear. Ooh, yes, please! Wait, no, anyway, while I'm grounded, I'm making an extra special new treasure.
When you say...
I made it into the shape of a harpastum and everything. It'll look so cute. Just wait for Ludi half past them. Oh yeah, they're gonna love it.
Yeesh, if Jean was listening to this, Klee might find herself grounded for an awful lot longer.
Well, that was it.
I'll be more careful next time. Next time, I'll complete a big heroic adventure all by myself, and I've heard that the Adventurers Guild has its own set of rules.
Yeesh! If Cyrus was listening to this, he would be begging Jean to extend Klee's sentence.
Hello.
Yes, Wood.
May the Animo Archon protect you.
Alright, Wood. Well, now that that's over, maybe we can do Vanity and Jeans now. Let's just do both. And then I can claim Layla's quest.
Cut to the chase.
Oh, frick. That's right. Yeah. I can do Layla's one when I complete Sumeru. Right then, I suppose that'll do for this stream. So, goodbye. Sarah.